Realized that one of the statements I made during the early days of our exchange was really over-publicized when we were both attacking, both sides attacking. So I wanted to take this opportunity to inform you, Chair, and members that that exchange has ended in reconciliation or harmony. We know that at that time everybody was trying to get an ammunition to win, but not necessarily intended to harm anybody. So in that respect, there was an issue of SMS. As you are aware, this environment started building more than 2 months ago, even before the committee came. So that SMS was part of building the momentum to this. So I wish to formally submit to withdraw that statement because I took note that it offended many people and was quoted out of context. So the issue of offering my chairman 100 million for protection, as reported, I want to withdraw it formally because I know that it was recorded, but I want to confirm that it was out of the environment we're operating, high tempers, high animosity, so it was really not intended to harm anybody. So that's the statement I wish to make, Chairman. But we are now good friends, and after a year we are going to share a cup of coffee.
Chair,
this is interesting.
Chair,
just a second.
Chair, before you come in.
Just a second. I find this interesting. Of course, people have a right to say whatever it is that they would like to say. What's important is we have a statement on record. There is evidence of messages, WhatsApp messages, and so on. There's an investigation going on by police. Now the IGG, I'm hoping this is not to say, let me retract because police is now investigating, IGG is investigating, and that kind of thing. But for you people to work together, that's the most important thing. Yeah, that you get to work together. Let police do its investigation. Let IGG do her investigation. The committee is carrying out its investigation, and we shall have a report on all of these different things. Yeah. So I don't want to say to you that now, by you withdrawing a statement, it has erased everything that happened and all that was said and all that was tabled. Yeah. But there you are. But most importantly, there is a communication from the Minister of Trade that I did allude to earlier on, which after the Minister appeared before this committee yesterday, and we put to him these issues, he went and he wrote this letter sending you on forced leave for a period of 6 months as investigations about all these different things, misconduct, misappropriation of funds, bribery allegations, and so on, get to be investigated. Our hope is that you will comply now that you're saying, you know, there should be harmony and for work to progress, that you comply to step aside for investigations to happen during the 6 months. And let's see how this entity gets better, because we keep saying UNBS is a critical institution. Our concern is not just the financial losses, the misappropriations, the bribery allegations, and so on. Our bigger concern is that you people are in charge of quality control of the commodities which we consume. We don't have, as ordinary consumers, we don't have capacity to tell this commodity I'm buying, you know, is it certified? Is it we cannot test. It is you people meant to do that. So when you don't seem to be orderly, when there's all this chaos, we are thinking, what standards are you keeping? We get worried about what we consume because ultimately it could harm us. Yeah, so sort out your house. That's the bottom line.
I was reading the body language of the ED and the chairman. It was different from the previous days. And I think that confirms what the EDC is trying to talk about, to talk about. And I think that should be the spirit if we want to move this country forward. For me, the past 2 days, I was saying I think these people should not even have the budget for this financial year because of what we were seeing here, and given the statements that were coming coming out. But Chair, yeah, like we have stated, we have heard those words, but the matter now is with everybody. We leave it to them. To you. But it's good to hear that you have had a handshake. Oh, you are going to have anti-bat. I see the chairman is holding.
Mr. Omar wanted to say something. I'll give him 30 seconds. Board member, the lady. She was protesting. If you want to say something, I'll allow you. Mr. Omar.
Honorable Chairman, thank you very much. I would like to thank the committee for the work that has been done, but also maybe possibly to thank the ED for what he has just said. However, Mr. Chairman, I'm a lawyer, and a very senior lawyer to that. The ED, he says, in the spirit of reconciliation, he withdraws his... Does it mean he has withdrawn all the statements he made? Because this has been a lot of agony to some of us. A lot of agony. A lot of agony. We have families. Yes, as the person who picked the money, yes. As people who have families, people who have children, I have relationships with some of the honorable MPs who have been on for over 15 years, and some of my colleagues here. It's really very hurtful. But of course, as I said, I surely hope that his withdrawal was done in writing, and it is on record, and he withdrew each and every statement that he made on that very day, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
That will help.
Procedure.
No, I don't want to make this any longer. You see, the point is, statements were made here, backed with evidence, and that's why the matter gets to be investigated. You know, so even if anyone compelled the ED to say, now go and put it in writing, withdraw all that you said in the COSASE meeting, and so on, and I don't know what, and whatever. It does not do away with the investigation that must be conducted. Because you see, you can't just say, okay, now I have changed my mind 2 days later, so I'm saying a different thing. And that wipes out everything. I cannot guarantee you that at all. Yeah, so police is carrying out its investigation. I'm told the IGG has now jumped onto this as well to carry out investigation. The committee is carrying out its investigations and will come out with their recommendations. But ultimately, we want to see a better run UNBS. Yes, board chair, 30 seconds.
Thank you, and honorable members. I think I had never known the usefulness of these parliamentary committees. And I will tell very many people about this, because somebody got a heart attack with a few questions. And we had a problem, and this problem was not small. And I could not, even up to now, I cannot imagine how else it would have been solved. Now, Mr. Ebiru and I are not enemies. There is nothing we can crash on. What we are doing is in the best interest of the organization and of this country. We have a very big mandate to serve this country. The public relies on us. They believe that we are doing our job. We've had disruptions, and we think, and of course, a lot of animosity, because there must be some staff members who think that while the ED is on leave, their jobs are not secure. And I want to assure them that there is absolutely no witch hunt. I don't have any need for any job at UNBS. I'm not lining up for anybody to take up jobs. But as we heal, we can't hide any more dirt. And as they say, to get the wound to heal, you have to scrub it really deep. So we intend to do the right thing with the fairness, but I don't want to lie to anybody that if you have been doing something that is not right, that, you know, life would be easier for you. But it's not going to be, we have a human resource manual which ought to be followed. But I want to assure every person, and especially you, the honorable members who have given us this time to listen to us. We probably have consumed more time than you had initially thought. Thank you, and thank you.
All right, thank you. The documents that we asked for, please send them to the clerk's office on Monday. You are not returning, at least not now, but send the documents. If the documents don't come, we shall summon you to come,
Chair,
which we don't want to do. We want you to go and work, go and sort out your house, as we also continue with our other work. But if the documents don't come, be sure you're going to get a summoning from us, inviting you back. So let's all not inconvenience. Let's not inconvenience each other. Let's avail what we require, and work goes on. Let's adjourn.
Chair, did the minister send the travel documents?
I guess those we'll need to establish. If they haven't come, then we'll need to follow up because he's not here anyhow. Okay, so let's adjourn. Go and get us those documents. As our police team, of course, they continue to do their investigations about these different things, yeah? Yes, there's the bribery allegations, there's PIVOC issues, the accounts and so on. Let's see how we get to the bottom of all these issues. Come again? Okay, colleagues, let's have a 3-minute in-house, yeah? 3 minutes. We can now dismiss the witnesses.